Welcome to Life Stories with Kansiime. Today we do a video follow-up on last week's video where we talked about eating and staying small. You know, there are times when you can do everything. You swim, you exercise, you diet, you deny yourself of food, but the weight still goes on. Now we are going to share 4 things that you need to do so that you are able to eat your food and still maintain a slim body, or if you're already big, you can cut that weight and become slimmer up to a healthy weight. Now before we go to that detail, please, if you have never subscribed for me, please do subscribe. If it is your first time, kindly subscribe, like. When you like, that is how my videos are promoted and many people get to see them. Okay, so what are the 4 things that we need to do to be able to eat our food, enjoy it, but still maintain a small, healthy body? Rule number 1, avoid as much soup in your food as possible. Now, here in Africa, or more especially in Uganda, we like to do soups. You make your meat, you put in your soup, then when you get your rice, you pour in that soup, you eat, then you add in the meat and you eat, and you know you're full and you have enjoyed. Now let me tell you, when you do too much soup in your beans, in your peas, in your meat, in your, all these sauces that we eat, the moment you put in too much soup, number 1, the enzyme called amylase, you have incapacitated it. So the digestion of the carbohydrate and the breakdown, which starts right in the mouth, is disabled. And so you eat so much soup, you enjoy, you're full. At the end of the day, that food goes in the stomach without the initial breakdown which should be happening in your mouth. Now, what do we need to do? If you're doing your meat, try as much as possible. You can bake it, then do a little stew to soften the carbohydrates, but eat your beans. You know the Kenyans do nyama choma, and that is a very healthy way of eating your meat. You can do the side meat, then you can do the vegetables without doing too much soup. You weaken the digestion that should be beginning in your mouth. Number 2, listen to your body. Your body is your best partner in telling you when to stop a certain food or which one you should proceed with. What do I mean by this? Now, there are foods that you eat and your body automatically rejects it. The body tells you it cannot digest it, it cannot manage it, it is way beyond what your body needs, and sometimes we ignore. What are the signs that that food, your body has rejected it? Sign number 1, you finish eating that food, you're feeling sleepy, you're feeling tired, you don't want to do anything, you're feeling so heavy, and you know the food just goes in that stomach and sits. Your brain is telling you that food, your body cannot manage it. Your body has rejected it. It is not a specific type of food. There are people who, personally, if I eat matoke, it is going to sit in my stomach. I am going to be very sleepy. I am going to be bloated. It is going to be tired. But when I eat cassava, when I eat sweet potato, when I eat posho, it quickly goes out of my system. And before you know it, my stomach is like there is nothing inside there because my body accepted the food and digested it. Now, you need to be very sensitive to your body, to your brain, each time you eat food. Does that food go in there and sit? Does it go out quickly? Does it make you sleepy or you feel energized after food? So rule number 2, listen to your body, and the food that it doesn't accept, do very little of it. I'm not saying do away with it, but do very little of it, or maybe take it in the earlier times of the day. The food which makes you tired, take it in the early times of the day, so that by evening, maybe your body has battled with it and has finished beating it down, and then you can throw it out of your body. Number 3, Do not stick to one type of food through and through. What do I mean? Now remember, please subscribe if it is your first time or you have not subscribed before. Like this video and share it with your colleagues if you find it helpful. Okay, number 3, what should you do? Change the type of foods that you eat. If you decide to eat one type of food, you're eating on a rice, you're eating on a plantain, you're eating on a posho, you're eating on a sweet potato, you're eating on a matoke, through the day, through the week, it comes to a time where that food accumulates in the body. Instead of becoming your body becoming active and shocked in digesting it, the body just relaxes and leaves it, and it piles in there. Now you imagine if you're eating rice today, you're eating rice tomorrow, you're eating matoke today, you're eating matoke tomorrow. Shock the body with new food. Okay? Don't eat one food consistently if you want to lose the weight, if you want to stay small, if you want to grow thin. Don't eat one type of food. If you eat matoke today, skip it tomorrow. Give the body something else it was not expecting. Give it posho, give it rice, give it sweet potato, give it plantain, give it yam, give it millet. The more new things you introduce to your body, the more active your digestive system is going to be. So do not concentrate on one type of food. Number 4. Okay, number 4. Do a colon irrigation. Colon irrigation means you're getting the things which are stuck in your colon for a long time, because the body cannot empty completely. Those things which get stuck inside in the colon and they go in the pockets of the colon. Remember, they have been there for years. If you have not done colon irrigation for a long time, then they start building up, they start causing ulcers, they start resulting in those incurable diseases you don't even want to hear about. And so when you do a colon irrigation, you can even empty the body of those difficult stuff, the remaining fecal material, and you can also get out worms. You can also get out so many things which are hiding inside the body there. So colon irrigation, the others call it, in among the Banyankole, they call it okwetegura. As we grew up, we found our parents doing it. They would use the little calabash, put in these herbs, and they do entego. And our parents were very healthy. They were never bloated. They were never women with big stomachs and bloated and, the stomachs complaining, because they used to do that colon irrigation, the colon cleanse. And so it is a powerful thing in making you shed off that unnecessary fat, unnecessary health, because the viruses, the bacteria, and the things which get stuck within the colon in the amongst the fecal material, they all come out, and you find that the bloating has gone, the acid reflux has reduced, and the body may recover from so many apparently those diseases which scare you. And so try to do a colon cleanse, colon irrigation, whatever way you need to do it. You can go to a doctor to do it, but I always prefer to buy the kits, sit down and mix my things myself, and I do it once every month. And so bloated stomach is a no-no for me. Last but not least, try fasting. If you don't fast for spiritual purposes, fast for health purposes. When you fast, you give the body enough time and enough energy to remove the toxins and detox and remove, to decongest the colon, to cleanse your blood. The body has a system of cleaning itself up each time you are not introducing in new food. The liver will cleanse, the kidneys will cleanse, the colon will cleanse, the lungs will cleanse, every part of you will cleanse each time you fast. And so fasting is a must. You start with a few hours, start with 12 hours. And when you start with 12 hours, then next time 24 hours, then next time 36. And during that time, you can sip on your warm water. That will enable the body to empty completely of what is not required. The body will turn around the fat once you're not giving it new food. It will turn on the stored fat and digest it completely, break it down. It will even turn on the toxins and digest it and break it down and empty. What is going to remain is that you're eating and your body is healthy and you're not gaining too much weight. Okay, you're eating, your body is healthy, and you're not going too much weight that you have. Then last but not least, select the foods that you eat. Select carefully the foods that you put in your stomach. Don't concentrate on so much processed and dead foods and then you think things are going to be better. Try a lot of living foods, a lot of complete foods, a lot of, like straight from the garden, straight from the market and processed. Clean it and eat it. Fresh foods, fresh vegetables, fresh carbohydrates, a balanced diet. When you do that, you will find that your body is healthy, you're living a good life. You may even take a long time without having to visit the doctor because you have done these things that we have listed below. Please like this video, share this video with friends, and let's grow healthy together. Thank you so much. God bless you.